Hello, this video is explaining how to do 10-1 homework on the Schoology uh, account. Well, first of all, you're supposed to watch the videos, and if you're not sure where the videos are, there's a link there, and the videos are located on my site. Um, you have the videos and the quiz. A lot of people are saying, where's the quiz? It's right next to the videos. So you're supposed to watch the 3 videos, then click on the quiz or the link there. You don't need a web code for it. The quiz is right here. You don't need this web code. And then do the quiz. And we'll get back to doing the quiz in a minute. But when you watch the videos, those are kind of your notes. And then you have your notes that are from before, or I'm sorry, are from your workbook that you can look at too, or you should look at too. So you should read through these notes and try the problems and do them the best you can and watch the video. And then you go to Schoology and do the work after you've done the notes and looked at things and got to have a good handle on it. Okay, identify the vertex. Again, the vertex is the peak of the graph. Tell whether it's a maximum or a minimum. Well, this graph here is a hill, it's a maximum, and its vertex is this point right here, which is 0, comma, -1. So it's not A, it would be C, 0, comma, -1, and a maximum. Which quadratic function has the narrowest graph is the next question. And you figure out how narrow a graph is by the coefficient out front, the size of it. So this one has a -1 out front. This one has a 0.25 out front, or a quarter. This one has a 4 out front, and this has 1/9, which is 0.1 repeating. So which one of these is the which one of these is the biggest number? So the bigger the number, the more narrow the graph. The bigger the number, the more narrow the graph. So the biggest number is this one here. So this graph would be the narrowest. Okay, so the bigger number out front, the wider the narrower the graph, sorry. So big number equals wide graph, or narrow graph. I keep saying the wrong thing, sorry. Which quadratic function has the widest graph? So now we're looking for the smallest number. This number is 0.333 repeating. This number here is -4. This number is 0.3, and you could put a 0 after it if you wanted to. And 4/5 is 0.8, or -0.8. Now we're looking for the number, not the negative or positive. So the smallest one here, and you think of it as money, this would be 33 cents, this is $4, this is 30 cents, this is 80 cents. So the smallest number out front would be this, and that would make the widest graph. So when we're ordering the group of quadratic functions from widest to narrowest, widest is going to be the small number, the small numbers out front, to the largest numbers. So small number to largest numbers. And the negative doesn't matter. It can be positive or negative. It's just whether the absolute value is small or large. So these right here, so 7 is the biggest number, the largest number, so it's going to be the narrowest graph. So that's going to be last, and these two look like they're the answer. One of these could be the answer. Now the widest graph would be the smallest number, and if I take my calculator and I go 1 divided by 5, that's going to give me 0.1, or 0.2, sorry. So that's 0.2, and -1 divided by 3 is 0.3 repeating. So the 0.2 is the smallest number, so it'll be the widest graph. So it looks like the answer is B. So if you look at the next one, it says if the absolute value of m is bigger than n, meaning m is the larger number and n is the smaller number, y equals mx, m is the larger number, so it's going to have a narrower graph. It's going to have a skinnier graph, and n is the smaller number, so it's going to have a wider graph. So is always narrower than y, so always narrower. Okay, looking at the next question, question number 6. If an object is dropped from a height of 32 feet, and this is the function, so it's minus t squared plus 38. Hopefully you realize by now that minus the x squared, or the t squared in this case, is going to be a frown face, and plus x squared is going to be a happy face. So we're looking for something that's a frown face, so that would be like C or D. And now we got to figure out which one of these is the right answer. So this is a little tricky. If we put a 1 in here, we get negative 16 plus 38. And then we have to figure out what that is. And I'm going to use my calculator to do that. 38 minus 16. That's going to give me 22. So this should be at 22, which it is. And this one here is at 22 is right here. So it has to be choice C. Okay, a parabola blank has an axis of symmetry. So if you've been dealing with these parabolas here, you realize that these parabolas always have an axis of symmetry. And an axis of symmetry is the line that goes down the middle of the parabola. They always have an axis of symmetry. Okay, so that's how you do that homework there. Hopefully this is helpful. God bless you. We'll talk to you later.